stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Board members have the minutes of the previous meeting on the 21st, or I'm sorry, that would have been December 10th, 2018. You've had a chance to review those. I'd like to take a motion to approve the board minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Kalinowski and Mr. Newmoff, your roll call, please.
Ms. Kalinowski? Yes. Mr. Newmoff?
Yes.
Mr. Bush?
Yes.
Vice President Darrow?
Yes.
President McClellan?
Yes. And now to tonight's agenda. Any additions or corrections?
No, thank you.
Okay, so may I entertain a motion for approval of tonight's agenda?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Darrow and second by Mrs. Bush. Roll call, please.
Vice President Darrow?
Yes.
Mr. Bush?
Yes.
Ms. Kalinowski? Yes. Mr. Newmoff?
Yes.
President McClellan?
Yes. Communications to the board, superintendent items.
Thank you, President Thon. To begin this evening, members of the Board of Education, January is recognized by the Ohio School Boards Association as Board of Education Month. So on behalf of the 5,006 students, the 10,482 parents, and our entire community, as well as the leadership team, the faculty and staff from Albany Plain Local Schools, we'd like to thank you for your elected voluntary service to the Board of Education. So I know you are elected officials, but people have no idea the amount of time, energy, and effort that you have to devote beyond your 2 business meetings, work session or business meetings, generally speaking, every month throughout the year, the extra time and effort you have to put in for the well-being of our students and their academic success, and all the work you do to fulfill the statement of purpose within our school district. So on behalf of everyone associated with Albany Plain Local School District, it's my honor to thank you this evening. Not that we're not thankful for you year-round, but this is your special month declared by the Ohio School Boards Association. So on behalf of everyone, thank you for your service to our school district. That will conclude items for this evening from me until we get to reports.
Okay. Then we have an update complete.
Good evening. My name is Caroline Coas. I come from the intermediate building, and I place in front of you a copy of the plea highlights, staff highlights. The first page actually are different things that many of the buildings are doing for the National Kindness Challenge Week, which is this week. And this is to enhance the awareness of students and the faculties and the personal kindness and behaviors for the students as well as with the staff. And it emphasizes the importance of these behaviors for school culture, as well as teaching lifelong communications and social skills. On the back side, we have a couple of different teachers that are presenting, and students that have received things from this year, there were 21 students from the Honors 2D Art and Drawing and KC and AP Drawing that have work accepted into a prestigious Scholastic Art competition. There are 44 works of art that were given awards and 8 gold keys, 9 silver keys, and 27 honorable mentions. The Columbus College of Art and Design will hold the award ceremony for the 2019 gold key and silver key winners on Saturday, February 9th at 10 a.m. So their artwork is on exhibition from February 11th through the 22nd at the College of Art and Design. Linda Lickman, a music specialist at the Intermediate Building, presented Trading Floors, the Jazz for Kids style, to area music teachers at Capital University on January 12, 2019. And the last paragraph highlights middle school teachers that Erin Stabler, Gabe Hesselton, Sarah Hacker, Mary Spurrier, Sarah Boris, Aaron Farley, Tim Mack, and Shannon May that are participating on an ongoing learning opportunity through Teaching Tolerance publication called Building Anti-Racist White Educators. One of the staff members shares information to the middle school staff And they are meeting during lunchtime, and they share not only readings, but they also are discussing different issues that they're uncomfortable with discussing, and they're discussing race and education. So they're trying to tackle that particular issue at the middle school. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next item is discussion item tonight is board liaison reports. Any updates? With none, then we'll move on to the fall third grade Ohio State test reading results.
Thank you, President McClellan. It's my pleasure to welcome Teresa Smith, the primary school principal, to the podium to share the data associated with the fall administration of the third grade reading results for our third graders at New Albany Primary School. Mrs. Smith.
Thank you, Superintendent Sawyers and President McClellan and the Board of Education for allowing me a few minutes to share the wonderful results of our third grade achievement on the Ohio Language Arts exam that we took in October. Most impressive is that 94% of our students earned Ohio's end of the year reading promotion score on the beginning of the year tests. This is an increase of 3% when compared to fall of 2017, an increase of 11% when compared to fall of 2016, and an increase of 14% from fall of 2015. It is important to note that not only have our students' performance on the fall tests improved each of those years, the required score to meet the state's reading promotion requirement has risen each of those years as well. Earning the reading promotion score is required to be promoted to the 4th grade due to Ohio's third grade reading guarantee law. So by having so many students earn the score on the fall exam, we can now target specific intervention and support for the students who still need to earn the required score for promotion. We will also be using individual test scores, student scores to provide enrichment and growth opportunities in specific areas to increase achievement levels across for all students. The students who have yet to earn the required promotion score can do so on the MAP reading test in March or on the Ohio test in April. If needed, we will offer a summer option, which will also be available, but we are confident that our students will be successful prior to June. So last year, we were one of the 3 Central Ohio districts to earn 100% rating for students earning the promotion score for the third grade reading guarantee, and only one of 2 to earn a 100% rating for 2 consecutive years, so we are on track for another excellent rating this year. Another highlight from the fall 2018 test includes earning an overall passage of 66%. This percentage reflects students who earned a rating of proficient or higher on the test, which requires a higher score than the third grade reading guarantee promotion score. This is a 14% increase from fall 2015. We are on track. We are on track to once again far surpass the state standard of 80% on the local report card. The Ohio Department of Education provided the district with our parent reports last week, so our third grade parents will receive their child's individual results this week. Again, thank you so much for your time, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Very good. Congratulations to you and the third grade teachers and really everyone from kindergarten through third grade, because it's a team approach for literacy and the development of those reading skills for the test that is administered. So it's not just for third grade teachers. I get it's a third grade reading guarantee, but it's really reflective of all the outstanding work that starts in preschool and or kindergarten that continues through 1st, 2nd, and into 3rd grade. So congratulations to you and the entire staff. It's awesome results, and we are confident you will achieve the 100% that's expected.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to continue in the good news vein. We're going to invite Michelle Unger to the podium from the Early Learning Center. Jackie Sieber. Michelle's Jackie here? Michelle is here as the Early Learning Center principal to talk about step up to quality and the preschool evaluation that we have completed at New Albany Primary School, for the New Albany Early Learning Center for preschool. Michelle.
Thank you. I'm going to invite 2 teachers up here with me as well, Sam Hannes and Leigh Roberts, 2 of our 7 preschool teachers.
So thank you Superintendent Sawyers, President McClellan, and the Board of Education. I'm proud to represent the hard work of the entire New Albany Early Learning Center's preschool program, beginning with the creation of the program in 2017, culminating with the state's rigorous Step Up to Quality review that we had in December. The Step Up to Quality on-site review was the final step of 2 years of challenging work and preparation, which resulted in New Albany preschool program earning the highest rating from the Ohio Department of Education of 5 stars. For background, I will speak briefly about the Step Up to Quality's Ohio Learning Quality Rating System process. On December 5th, 2 representatives from the Ohio Department of Education arrived at the Early Learning Center for an unannounced program audit and inspection. And so I'll talk a little bit about what that audit looks like when they're there. The representatives reviewed the health and safety inspection. That's an annual inspection that we have every year, so that's part of that audit. They combine it with the Step Up to Quality. They visited classrooms. They actually observed teacher interactions in the environment. They asked teacher questions, usually mostly around curriculum, assessments, and standards. They reviewed student records. This also includes nursing records, rosters, and how we transition students in and out of our program. They review staff records, and many people don't understand that through the Step Up to Quality, the teachers actually have to have 30 hours of Ohio-approved professional development every 2 years, and we have surpassed that in many hours. They also review their staff education and experiences through what's called the OKRA system. Review documents that outline the process and procedures related to transitions, curriculum and assessment alignment and implementation. Community partnerships is a big part of the Step Up to Quality, as well as family engagement. We also have to create a continuous improvement plan every year based on staff and program self-assessments and create action plans. And also the staff has to create professional development plans every year. The successful audit and 5-star rating would not have been possible without the support of our dedicated preschool team, as represented by the 2 teachers here, that puts students first each and every day. Jackie Zieber, our coordinator of early childhood and non-public schools, special education. I just have to read that because I can no longer remember the title. Now that we have earned the 5-star rating, the preschool program will maintain the rating through an informal annual review for the next 2 years with another formal evaluation in 3 years. While we took a moment to celebrate our rating, our preschool team has already shifted focus to our next review. While we are proud to have earned the highest rating, our young children deserve a program that is constantly seeking improvement. Our next steps are to continue to refine our curriculum assessments. We have already made tremendous strides with this work. With the support of our instructional coach, Jamie Slane, we will fully implement Bridges in Mathematics program in preschool for the 2019-2020 school year. We are also reviewing short cycle assessments for data points for the preschool data wall with support from Heather Woodruff, our preschool intervention specialist, and Justin Anais, the coordinator of assessment and accountability. In closing, I would like to thank Superintendent Sawyers for taking the bold move to move the preschool program under our district's oversight during the reconfiguration process 3 years ago, and his trust in me to lead the transition. It has been challenging, but extremely rewarding. And we are proud of the 5-star rating. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them at this time.
Michelle, you and your entire team, the 7 teachers of the preschool program, have done an incredible job. I remember when we interviewed Michelle when Scott became the director of elementary ed, and we brought Michelle in based upon her preschool background and said, here's the long-term vision of where we're going. You have to create a preschool program in New Albany Plain local schools, and she was excited from the get-go in the conversation. So you've embraced the challenge. I know it's been a tremendous amount of work. I know there's only 650 little people in your building that are 3 through 5, but the amount of work that went into the preschool program is tremendous, and we're very fortunate for it. Why don't you, because I also think it's good news, preschool registration for 2019-20 opened last week. Why don't you just give the board the update of what happened in the first week of preschool registration?
We are already full in the morning program and the all-day program with several spots remaining in the afternoon, which is typical. It's typical of our trend data.
But within the first week, the spots are gone. So it's a tremendous, really, accomplishment, and it's a tribute to the work and the quality that people are seeing for what the teachers have done with you and Jackie at the Early Learning Center. So our kids in preschool will be better for us in the long term. So we look forward to see the long-term implication of growing up in our preschool program and becoming the continuous part of our family through 12th grade, and what they look like as from 3-year-old all the way to the point of 18 when they graduate. So it's exciting. It really is. It's fun. And if you haven't been there, I invite you. So if you want to go, seriously, just look at your calendars and send me an email. We'll coordinate with Michelle and the teachers. But really, it is a special place to go see the 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. But preschool's just a fun little place. So if you need a kid fix, have a really hard day, you go visit the little people because they're just too cute. I mean, you have to leave smiling. They're so cute. So it's fun. But congratulations to you and the teachers on all of your outstanding efforts. Well done.
Thank you.
We have our first opportunity for public participation. Madeline Pace-Chismar from Asbury Ridge Drive. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, welcome back. Go ahead.
Thanks. Well, as think you guys know, my name is Madeline Pace-Chismar. I am New Albany High School Thespian Society President, and here with me is Amy Chanapan, one of my vice presidents. Firstly, we would like to thank you and the high school administration for greatly improving the transparency of the scheduling process in terms of communication. That has helped us for our department to be able to take on recruitment and interest to make sure vital classes are not cut. So once again, thank you. We also want to thank you for the support of the arts program this year. It has meant a great deal to us. During my last visit here in October, though, I addressed students' desire to incorporate arts education into the district's future plans to ensure that the programs we offer are among the best in the country. I'm looking forward to working with you on the school and continuing this conversation as was mentioned in the last October meeting. But today, once again, as I said, I would like to follow up and setting a date for that meeting, which includes my fellow officers and our directors to discuss our main goal. We want arts education to be an integral part of the district's future plans. My officers and I believe that arts not only provides a welcoming environment to the individuals involved, but also enables creativity, expression of oneself, and teaches the lifelong skills of critical thinking, collaboration, sympathy, communication, and countless others. In holding such value, education in the arts must be a focus in our school district. Such an emphasis will not only develop critical life skills in students, but also raise the stigma around students involved in the arts. If the arts is given intentional significance on the district level, then the effect will trickle down, changing the mindset of students and staff to more highly value and respect the arts. The interest to be artistically involved is out there, but the perceptions of other students blocks the willingness to try. I have witnessed this as being a student myself in New Albany High School. Anyone can say they support a cause, but those words need to be supported by action. So therefore, I come to you to please consider further discussion upon the improvements needed for arts education in New Albany High School District. Thank you so much for listening, and we are forever grateful for the continual support you have shown us already. All we want now is to be part of your vision for the future of the district. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is our treasure item. So could I have a motion on the treasure items, please?
So moved.
Ms. Kalinowski? Second. Mr. Darrow? Floor is yours, Jane.
Thank you. So the financials, we are doing November and December because we had such an early December meeting last month, so November financials were not done, but we'll just really focus on December. If you look, total revenues are up $1.6 million for the year-to-date totals. 987,000 of that we already knew was real estate tax. That's carried forward, and then we are over collected in income tax sharing by about $394,000. We will work closely with the city to make sure that that's not just a timing issue, because in November we didn't receive the payment until December. But I do believe that this is actually an increase and not just a timing issue. So we'll work with them on that. Then if you look down at expenditures, we are under in retirement insurance and other benefits by $318,000. We had been running under, each month so far this year by just a little bit, and that's really attributed to people who didn't take insurances that we thought would. But then in December, our new rates go into effect that start in January, we pay the month before. And so because we had anticipated a 5% increase in insurances, but realized a 2% increase instead, you're gonna start seeing more of a reduction in the expenditure for benefits there. And then purchase services is under by $371,000, and that is primarily due to auditor treasurer fees being less than what we had anticipated. That being, we will watch those throughout the fiscal year. We'll start into our next collection in February, March period, so we'll know probably by the end of April whether or not that's timing or if it just was under the collections are rolling. So overall, we're solid and on track. And then you also see we have appropriation modifications. The major ones there is a $10,000 increase in other grants. If you remember, the board approved a $10,000 donation for the E3 lab. Now we have to increase the appropriation so that we can use the money to buy some astronomy equipment. The other is $22,000 for high school student council and middle school choir. Both of those organizations have raised more funds than they anticipated, and now they want to spend those funds, so we have to increase the appropriation. The others are small increases or decreases, and those are just aligned with the federal grants allocations that we received.
Any questions? If none, have a roll call, please.
Mrs. Kalinowski?
Yes.
Vice President Darrow?
Yes.
Mr. Newmaw?
Yes.
Mr. Bush?
Yes.
President McClellan?
Yes. Now to superintendent's items. Have a motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Darrow, Mr. Bush, Mr. Sawyer.
Thank you, President McClellan. Letter A this evening includes personnel action items that are standard for employment purposes and pursuant to the collective bargaining agreements and/or statutory requirements of Ohio Revised Code to accrue the disability leave for a person that's been granted permission by the state specifically. Letter B this evening includes general business items. There are 10 field trips that are pending sufficient student participation and/or fundraising for anything that involves out-of-state, out-of-country. But we do have 10 recommendations for specific out-of-state or other forms of field trips that are inclusive. The specific trip that for out-of-state, out-of-country is the Edinburgh trip, specifically for the New Albany High School Theater Festival in Edinburgh and London, the United Kingdom. And again, it's pursuant to sufficient student participation as well as the fundraising that must be included to pay for everything associated to the trip that Mr. Lindbergh and his team are actively pursuing. There's a student teaching agreement, which is standard. And then lastly, we do have a student that during the first semester of the 2018-19 school year has fulfilled the graduation requirements and has petitioned for early graduation from the school district to attend college full-time during second semester. So she has met all of the graduation requirements. She's been certified by Mr. Kramer as the high school principal and my office respectively. She'll be presented again with the class of 2019 at commencement should she so choose to attend, but she has met the requirements and can be granted a diploma from the New Albany Plain Local School District to pursue her second semester education in higher education. It's rare, but it does happen. Happy to answer any other questions the board may have.
No questions? Could I have a roll call, please?
Vice President Darrow?
Yes.
Mr. Bush?
Yes.
Ms. Kalinowski?
Yes.
Mr. Newmaw?
Yes.
President McClellan?
Yes. We have a second opportunity for participation? None? Okay. Then I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Darrow, Ms. Kalinowski. Roll call, please.
Vice President Darrow?
Yes.
Mrs. Kalinowski?
Yes.
Mr. Bush?
Yes.
Mr. Newmaw?
Yes.
President McClellan?
Yes. We are adjourned. Our next meeting is a work session on February 11th. Thank you.